Hello, I'm going to be sharing one of my all-time favorite organizational apps today, which is Google Classroom. It's something that I use daily within my classroom and help me keep organized all the different classes that I was teaching this year. So in Google Classroom as a teacher, this is kind of the home page that you see. And as you can see here, I have a few classes. Um, a couple of the different features of Google Classroom that I've really found to love are being able to post assignments that kind of show up in real time for my students. Um, it populates on their to-do list, so it pops up on things that they have to do for me so they know when it's due, what's coming up, what's kind of the week ahead of us. Um, in Classroom, I kind of keep everything organized by module, and there are a couple different ways that you can create things within. You can create an assignment, which would populate in there to do, a quiz assignment, a question, so I could just post like a question that I wanted people to discuss on, or material. And I most heavily use the quiz assignment, and material posts um, for my students to be able to see things. Um, for the material, pretty much daily, I shouldn't say pretty much, daily, I post the in-class notes that we took as well as a blank copy of the notes for students who are maybe absent that day that didn't get the opportunity to see what we did in class. And also for those students who maybe are a little bit more forgetful and tend to leave things at school, so they have no excuse not to get their homework done at night because it's all on Google Classroom. If we scroll down here, I want to show you guys a good example of what homework for them might look like on a given night. Here in 2.10 was a assignment post. On here, you can see that I have a Google form, which is where they can submit their online homework answers, as well as their IXL homework that they had for that night, as well as a copy of the completed notes from class. And I just use this as a great resource to keep everyone on the same page, even if they weren't present in class. Here, if I were to click on the IXL, then it directly links to the homework that I'm having assigned to them. I'm not logged in right now. Or a copy of the notes or this 2.10 Google Forms, which I want to show a little bit more in depth of the Google Forms aspect because it is one of my favorite things that I've ever experienced. Here in 5.3, I use these most availably in my classroom as do nows, which gives a student the opportunity to kind of prove to me what they did on their homework and what they learned in class yesterday. If you were to click on this as a student, this would be what pops up. I always have a first and last name, which will become helpful later, as well as whatever questions I have going on. So here I have a couple of short answers. I have some vocabulary from the lesson before. These short answers were actually, this one was pulled directly from the assignment, and these two were pulled directly from their homework. Again, it just really helps with the aspect of getting to see them and what they're doing in math class at a real-time expense for me. Down here in this bottom right corner, there's an edit this form button, and if you click on that, it kind of gives more of the teacher look of what the form should look like. Here again, I can go in and edit questions and assign point values. Up here at the top, if I click on responses, I can see live time what the students are responding with, along with what questions maybe they're struggling with. I can go question by question and see what the students were having a problem on. So for this one, 18 out of my 23 students got it correct that were there that day. So I know that maybe this isn't a question that we need to review in class, or if we do, it can be really brief. Again, it's one of my all-time favorite tools, but wait, there's more. For the grading side of things, I can hit this button right here for view responses and sheets, and it would pull up this, where I can see their first and last names. Obviously, I blocked them out for privacy, but what score they got. So I can actually organize the column from A to Z, so they're in alphabetical order, and I can just plug these right into the gradebook. Google Classroom for me is one of those resources that I would not be able to live without as a teacher. It's the best, and I hope you enjoyed and you learned a little bit more, and hopefully you can use some of these practices in your classroom. All right, thanks. Bye.